I think my favorite memory of the season was definitely the playoff game. It was just a great environment to be in, a lot of excitement for the game, and for me that was the that was a game that meant a lot to me because it had a lot of excitement behind it, and I'd never been a part of a game with that kind of at those kind of stakes before, so it was just awesome for me to be a part of, and too bad we couldn't get a win, but it was still a great experience.
My favorite memory of the season was when me, HJ, and Tanner were warming up, juggling the soccer ball, and kind of like right in front of the South Fayette student section, and they were cheering us on, telling us to beat, Montour, and they saw HJ wearing a South Park soccer hoodie, and they started ripping on him, saying South Fayette soccer's better than him, and really giving it to him, and HJ couldn't take it anymore, so he went back into the locker room.
My favorite memory would have to be getting that first W out of the way against Greensburg-Salem, beating them 13-4. All the boys were definitely pumped going to the first game. We ended up crushing the team. Everybody was happy. There was no fighting on the ice.
My favorite memory of the season was probably the alumni game. Just skating around with all the former players was definitely a cool experience, and we had a big turnout this year. Also, Coach Derek, he can get a little crazy sometimes, and him just skating around on the ice with some alcoholic beverages and a stick in one hand, that was pretty funny.
My favorite memory of this year was when, during the alumni game, Coach Derek, he likes to get a little crazy at some points, and it was just a fun time skating with like a bunch of old players and just our coaches. It was a good time.
Probably the playoff game. Wasn't the outcome or the score that we wanted, but the atmosphere with all the fans and the student section was pretty cool. The showers.
I would have to say Coach Derek and Coach Rick's fight in the film room, their fight. And, well, they were just pretending, but we all thought it was real, and that was funny. Showering with the boys.
The showers.
Showers.
The showers.
I do like showering.
Showers.
Showering with the boys.
Probably the team bonding and spaghetti dinner at Kirk's house.
Our first win over Montour.
My favorite team win would probably have to be against McDowell. The bus trip was really fun with the boys. We got the W.
My favorite team win was definitely the win against Montour. We played really well that game. It was a top-tier team, and it was nice to beat them by a decent margin.
Favorite team win was when we played Montour for the first time. We beat them 6-3. Had a hat trick. It was a pretty good game.
Probably the first win of the season against Greensburg-Salem, that 13-4 win. To have a season where we're 2-19 and not really know what to expect from the next season. Then to come out and win the first game of the season 13-4 was pretty impressive.
My favorite team win is the win that we got on senior rec night. Being a senior, that win meant a lot to us.
My favorite team win was definitely the senior rec game when we beat Sarah Catholic. We finally won a senior rec game, so that was definitely a big reason on why it was an important game for us. Since the 4 years that I've been here, we've never won a senior rec game, so it was a big game winning in front of all the students and people.
First game of the season against Greensburg-Salem when we won 13-4. I'm sad that it's over.
Well, all of us get in the habit of, going to practice on whatever day it is, usually just Wednesdays and Sundays, and having games in between there, so it feels like something's definitely been taken away from you because, you're not, once it's over, you're not doing that anymore, so it feels weird at first. It's hard to get used to because we do get into such a habit of just having hockey in our lives, so it feels like something's definitely missing.
It definitely doesn't feel good, and I don't know, it kind of sucks because I don't know if I'm going to be ever playing hockey again at a competitive level, so it doesn't feel well.
It went by fast.
Feels unreal. It seems just like yesterday, sitting there, freshman year banquet, and in the blink of an eye, you're already at your senior year banquet. Goes by really fast.
It doesn't feel good. It just sucks not being able to be out on the ice with the boys and getting out there playing hockey 2 times a week at least.
It's really depressing, but I'm happy that I ended with this great group of boys. We had a good run. It was fun while it lasted.
I'm still in disbelief that it's all over.
Mom, Dad, thank you for all the money you've put into my hockey career. Thanks for supporting me emotionally too. Dad, I know that you know nothing about hockey, but you still supported me. Mom, thanks for taking me, to every practice, every game when I couldn't drive, getting up early with me, going on trips with me and everything. Really appreciate it.
Thanks, mainly. Hockey isn't, the cheapest sport. From all the years of buying equipment, you're buying equipment every year, growing and growing, so you need equipment, every year. And for, the support the whole ride. It was 7 years, I think, playing hockey. So, you guys were there the whole way. So, thanks.
I would like to say thank you so much to my parents for sacrificing not only their time but their money to give me the opportunity to play hockey all the times I did.
I'd like to thank my mom and dad for everything for like the past few years of high school, driving me to games and stuff when I didn't have my license, and coming to every game and supporting in late night games and stuff like that, and always supporting me. Even when we lose and I'm down and I have hissy fits, you guys are still there to help me back up, stuff like that. I love you guys.
I'd just like to thank you for your time and patience in me developing my hockey skills throughout the years. Thank you.
I'd like to thank my mom and dad for supporting me throughout the years of playing hockey.
I'd like to thank them for all the time and money they've put towards hockey, and for helping me become a better person and a better player.
Well, Mom and Dad, I just want to say thanks for, letting me play the game that I love. When I was younger and couldn't drive, thanks for driving me to practice and putting up with, the smelly car rides home. So just thanks for just being good parents, and thanks for the support, and just thanks for everything throughout this whole journey. To all you underclassmen, just work hard, enjoy the time while you have it, because it's not around forever. I still can't believe that, all of us are seniors and, we'll never play under the South Park Hockey Organization again. So once again, just enjoy the time while you have it. It goes by a lot faster than you think.
Just work hard, make it to every practice, give it your all every shift. Every second you're out on ice, don't take it for granted. Just work hard, boys.
Work hard, because you definitely don't want the coach to yell at you because his voice is so high.
The advice I'd have for the underclassmen is you definitely need a shower, because there's some memories to be made there. And also, don't play like Brian Yost if you want to actually be good. So.
I would just like to say, just go out there and give it your all. This could be the last chance you get to play hockey, so go out and give 100% effort all the time.
Definitely enjoy it every step of the way. Seasons aren't always going to go your way. That we're proof of that. Having losing seasons how many years in a row. It's not fun losing all those games constantly year after year, but it's definitely one heck of a ride the whole way, and just enjoy it every step of the way, because before you know it, you're sitting where I am, senior banquet, and it's all said and done with. So definitely just enjoy every step of it.
Play hard and enjoy it while it lasts.
Work hard. It goes by quick, so just play every game like it's your last, and enjoy it.
Probably Dan or Tanner. I don't know, some of the Tanners, he's pulling the Patty Kane out. But Dan's, maybe Shane too. Shane definitely, we always said Shane looked the most like a hockey player. So probably one of those three.
Who had the best flow? I mean, is that even a question? It's obviously Dan.
I gotta give this one to Tanner, man. Being a redhead and all, he put that mullet on, man. It was pretty rough, and I give him props for doing it. So Give us one to Tanner.
Definitely not Tyler Gerhold, because whoever shaved his head, it looks so stupid. I would definitely have to go with Dan Notaro.
Best float is definitely not Tanner because his hair's red. Yeah, probably me back when I had my hair. It was nice.
Definitely not Tyler Gerhold. Looks like Helen Keller cut his hair. Probably have to say Dan.
It's a tie between Dan Notaro and Shane Walker.
This question's so tough. Describe Coach Derek in one sentence. He's very dedicated. I'll give him that. He's very, very dedicated to the sport. But sometimes you just can't understand when he's yelling. I mean, you just can't hear him. You can't understand him. So, yeah, but he's a great guy. He's a very dedicated.
Loud, definitely. You know, his voice is always being heard. Any place on the ice, you know, all the fans I'm sure would hear him too. Loud and committed too. He was always, you know, he actually seemed like he cared about, you know, the team and turning us around in the program and everything. Unlike all the other coaches, it didn't really seem that committed, but, you know, committed, that was him.
Pretty awesome guy.
Coach Derek is easily the most one of the most dedicated coaches that I've had. He loves the game. He loves learning the game, and you know, it's inspiring the way he looks at the game.
When you get hit in the balls and you try to talk after, but you can't talk because your voice is so high, that's basically Coach Derek.
Loud and was a good coach.
Coach Derek, he's very dedicated. One of the most dedicated coaches I've probably ever had. He just through the texts he sends daily to all the kids on the team. He's very dedicated towards the team and everyone else. And he's also the Miller Lite guy.
Coach Derek, he was one of the most dedicated coaches I've ever experienced with, but when he yells, don't even get me started there. Coach Rick, he lets his anger get the best of him, but he's a really good coach, and I enjoyed having him as a coach.
Yeah, Coach Rick, he bought me dinner once, so that was pretty cool. But he also likes to break a lot of sticks, so just keep your sticks away from him.
He's a cool guy, but definitely if he had hair on his head, he'd be a lot cooler. And he really likes to break sticks, and that really scares me.
Coach Rick is full of energy when he's coaching, and it really fuels us. I loved when he was on the ice with us. It really, like I said, it really fueled us to, you know, try harder and work harder. You know, me and Coach Rick were buddies this whole season, and you know, I loved having him up working the door for the forwards. So, what's up, Coach Rick?
A jerk.
Well, all the crazy things you heard about him were true. You know, he threatens to punch you in the face. He breaks sticks. He screams at you from across the ice and comes over and yells at you in your face. But, you know, all said and done, you know, he's also very dedicated himself, and, you know, he gets you to work hard. I think he got everybody to work harder than we all have before with any previous coaches. So, all said and done, all the hard work that he made us do really paid off in the end. We got really far, and the hard work that he made us do is definitely was definitely worth it.
Bald and crazy.
That's another one. Loud. Wherever, you know, you are on the ice, you're hearing him too. But all I gotta say, you know, don't keep your spare hockey sticks around him, because odds are they'll probably be smashed in one of his rages.
Little Michael Marinchak's definitely the the most fun one to mess with. We definitely had a lot of fun with him throughout the season. You know, being the freshman on the team is there's a lot of space to fill with being that guy on the team. So, Mike, sorry if we hurt your feelings at any point, but you're fun to mess with.
I love messing with Quali. Quali definitely knows how to take a joke, and he's just such a great kid to mess with.
Definitely Shane Walker. It's 6:37, everyone.
Most fun to mess with is definitely Jake Kwalik. He's a really goofy kid, and you can definitely make fun of him a lot of things about him.
I'd have to say Jake Kwalik. He knows how to take a joke and funny guy.
Definitely Shane Walker and Jake Kwalik is not far behind.
Tanner Orr.
Definitely Shane. He, half the time he asks for it himself with his comments. It's 6:37, everybody. He's always just one to mess with. He's just very easy to mess with.